can't explain it. Go on, Jake.
Do you think like there's kind of like a storage of trips? Like, what do you find when you go back into the psychedelic experience? You then sort of maybe remember like a previous one, and they sort of connect.
Yes. I have a lot of. There's this place that I go. It feels like it's underground, and I know that this because I've gone there multiple times. It feels like it's underground, and when you're there, it's like a subway terminal. To me, it seems like a space where like all the entities, aliens, gods, whatever, they're all meeting here to then like transport themselves. This is like a transit of all kinds of spirits and entities. There's humans there. When I get there, nobody's saying anything to me, but the feeling that I get is they're looking at me and they're thinking, why are you here? Why are you back here? You're not supposed to be here. Because I cheated to get there. I took drugs to get there. You know, I feel like the rest of the entities that are there can naturally get there. Maybe they're humans that can do astral projection. Maybe there's humans that can go into these insanely deep meditations and get themselves away from their bodies. And so, yes, this is a recurring space that I go, I don't know, 1 out of 10 times that I have mushrooms. I go to this like subway place, and this is where all the entities and spirits meet and then go. It feels like it's underground. I can't say that it's underground for sure, but yep.
So I'm guessing you think that this, when you take psychedelics, you enter a realm rather than it just being a projection of your brain.
Yes. I think what happens with the mushrooms is your vibration changes, and now you're able to. It would probably benefit me a lot to really dive deep into some meditation, because I do think that there are people that can achieve what I feel like I'm achieving on psychedelics without the psychedelics. So, yeah, I do think that, they call it a trip because I think that you leave. I think you actually go somewhere that's not in this dimension. And, for example, if I could change, if I could match this vibration, I should be able to just phase my hand right through. If I could match this, whatever this vibration is, I should be able to get through, phase right through. And so I think that you're changing the vibration of your body, and it's you're opening up your pineal gland, and it's allowing it to escape. You can imagine. What is imagination? You're just imagining something? Like our brain is between the ears. I'm just rambling here. I don't even know how I got this.
No, but this is good. Keep going.
Like, your brain is between the ears, but the mind, like, there's nothing in science that says the mind is here. I think that the mind is literally everywhere, and it's like this thing that we can kind of tap into. If you're awareness, that's it. Awareness is what. Do you know what a Karen is? In Europe, do they have, you go in the woods, do they have little spots where somebody will stack rocks?
Maybe, I guess. Yeah.
All right, so when I'm walking in the woods, a lot of times I'll see a neatly piled stack of rocks. And I think that it's a super interesting exercise in consciousness. So let's say, Jacob, you go in the woods, you take 3 rocks and you stack them up neatly, right? Joel goes in the woods, he sees the pile of rocks, right? He sees it, and the idea is he's supposed to add 1 rock to it, right? So when Joel sees the pile that Jacob left, Joel enters into that consciousness, but Jacob can't know that he entered into the consciousness until he returns to the pile of rocks and sees that another one has been added, right? So does something metaphysical happen? Is there some kind of metaphysical happening that occurs when Joel adds the rock? Does something get sent through the ether to signal to Jacob that he's joined that consciousness. And so that's what I mean, that it's something that can be tapped into. You've created this and other people can join in too. Like, I could go find that pile. I'm sorry, there's guys outside. Looks like they're staking out my property. Yeah, they're doing